Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's John with Flippin' Ain't Easy. Today I'm going to give you an update on one of the eBay updates that we were promised at eBay Open. It just so happens today I'm wearing my eBay Open shirt, and I come across that one of the updates that we were told about, that's the cost of goods update, that cost of goods field is starting to roll out on the platform. And I'm going to show you how you can find it as well. I was able to find it on my main account and my secondary account, but when you are making a new listing, doing a sell similar off of another item, or even simply revising an item, this field for cost of goods is nowhere to be found. The only place I was able to find it is when I do my end item, in this case relist. You can do sell similar as well. And then when you go in and try to edit your listing, click on that little edit button and then scroll down to where it says item price. And then underneath that, you'll see your cost, and it's optional. And that's the key thing here. We'll talk about that in a second, that it is optional. It's not required. You can now add your cost. Enter your unit cost for this item to see your profit when it sells. This information is not visible to buyers. It's just for your records. Now, when you click on the little bubble here, it pops up with enter your unit cost for this item to see your profit when it sells. This helps with tax prep and with optimizing your pricing and inventory strategy. This info is not visible to buyers. I think that's the key takeaway, that it is optional and your buyers will not see this. Now, up to this point, we've been utilizing the SKU field. So if I go to see what I'm into this item for, I'm into it for $4.60. So now I'm going to go back down here and I'm going to place $4.60 in here. And once I've done that, I can then go down to hopefully done when it says that it's done. Don't know why it's not allowing me to, but let's see here. If I just change something in the listing, it may allow me to go to done. So I'll just do that. So now my cost of goods is in the listing. When I go to launch this, it'll actually show in the item itself. And I can tell you, again, it's not something you're going to see if you try to create a new listing or if you try to revise an existing one. The only way you're going to, right now at least, get this data in your listing, aside from it being in your SKU, is to do a nuclear reset. So I don't know if you want to do all that, which nuclear reset is when you go and end all your items and then you go into your ended listings and then go in and relist those items. And then one by one, you're adding that cost of goods. But aside from that, even like a new listing, you're creating a new listing, it's not currently, as I make this video, showing that field available for that. So maybe this is just a rollout, maybe something that you can do as you edit your listings through the end item sell similar or relist process. And that's sort of what I'm going to do until this thing rolls out. Again, they announced this rollout for the cost of goods field to be in play by sometime in October. And because we're right now in the middle of September, we may be a week or two away from this rolling out for when you make a new listing. Because, you know, if I'm not able to put this information in my new listings and I have to end and relist, seems kind of like a waste. So I don't know how you want to deal with that, but just know it's coming, and I wanted you to know what it looks like. Now, there's two sides of this coin. Now, some people like myself think it's a good thing because it now gives me actionable data, because the information in your SKU field is not usable by eBay. It's not visible to your buyers either, which is good, but it's not usable at all. And now that we have a dedicated field to put our cost of goods, when you run your reports in eBay, it currently gives you a net that's not accurate because eBay doesn't know what you're into the item for. So it does its best to pull out your maybe any returns you've had, pull out any eBay fees and any labels you bought directly through eBay to try to represent, hey, here's what you're making. But it's still not accurate until you get your cost of goods in there. And I think For that reason, it's going to be helpful to a lot of people. Like myself, I utilize My Reseller Genie. You can check the link down below, and they do a good job of pulling everything over into their graphical interface to really give you a nice dive into what you are doing, what your performance looks like, what you're really making on eBay, whereas eBay is very, very lacking. And up until now, you'd had to go in and put all that cost of goods data in manually. So I'm not sure when the folks at My Reseller Genie are going to have that connected to pull the cost data, but I'm sure it's not going to be long. But now the other side of the coin will be those who just don't trust eBay, and I certainly get it. I certainly understand how you feel that if you put your cost of goods in that field, now you're giving eBay a complete picture of what you're making on the item, and now there's a fear that eBay is going to use that against sellers and raise the fees when they've determined, wow, these sellers are making this much money, we're going to raise fees on you. So I don't know where you guys fall into that camp. I fall into the former, not the latter, because look, I do really believe, and even though eBay's actions don't always back this up, I do really believe in some instances eBay will do things to help sellers to have a better understanding of how we're doing as a tool to give us more information. And I really believe this is all that is because of one thing. It's optional. eBay is not making us sign up for this. You do not have to use it. You can say, I don't care how eBay paints this picture. I'm never going to put anything in that cost of goods field. And that's up to every reseller to figure out for themselves. For me, I just believe that it's going to help me save time. What's one less thing that I have to manually enter into either a spreadsheet or My Reseller Genie, and it's going to give me data a lot faster because of that, and that's time that I can free up to do other things within my business. But I want to know what you guys think and how you feel about this. Comment down below. Is it a good change? Is it one that you're not going to use? I'm very, very curious how this kind of shakes out based on the comments we get on this video. But whether or not you decide to use this feature, it's yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day, and we will talk to you here very soon. Take care.
Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. Barrel takedowns, they're a pain. What can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy, by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the things that are within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flipping's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy, by your side. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flipping's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. Flipping ain't easy, by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast, Profit Playbooks, the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast, Profit Playbooks, the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game.
All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. But flipping ain't easy by your side.